What's going on, guys? Eric here from MajorLeagueTrading.com, coming at you with tonight's trade review video. It is August the 21st. Big shout out. I did not know this until this morning. It is World Entrepreneur Day. So big shout out to you guys if you're a trader out there. I believe you're an entrepreneur, and most of you guys all have other business ventures and have that entrepreneur spirit. So shout out for World Entrepreneurs Day. And it's another boring day in the markets. I was trying to be hyped up there, but I really can't do it. The markets have gone pretty much sideways all day here. We were watching a couple levels in place for today. 29.19 quarters, 29.75s here. And again, both these levels were put out in the pre-market session at like 8:30 this morning before the bell even rang. And we traded 29.50s on the highs today. We traded 29.18s on the lows. And looking like we're maybe going to come through those lows here or one more retest of at least 19 quarters here before the end of the day. It is 2:49 in the afternoon. And I've been done since, I don't know, like 10 something this morning. Went and ran a few errands, did a couple things. Came back, was kind of watching and waiting for this FOMC news at 2 o'clock here, which was just meeting minutes. And it's pretty much been a non-event here. We've just, moved back and forth between 19 quarters and 25.75 opening prints. Now, that does not mean that the day was a complete waste or a complete loss. We were able to pull off a couple decent trades this morning here. And what I was able to do, pull this over. So a big whopping $2.30 in the S&Ps here on some break-even trails. A big whopping $9.40 here on the Nasdaq with some break-even trails. $1.60 here with some break-even trails in the Dow. 78 cents in the micros here on a break-even trail. And then the profits actually came today from the Russell, $724.80 there on the Russell. That gives me a grand total on the day here of $738.88 with the futures market here for today. So nice little day. Lost about 10 or 15 bucks or so in Nadex, which we can talk about, and then put on a swing position that's down about $100 right now in the SPY calls. Posted that one to the Instagram story as well. You guys can check that out if you haven't already. But that position was up a little bit. Now it's down a little bit. And again, I've got some time on that one, so I'm not necessarily too worried about it. But the trade I want to talk about here was the trade in the Russell today. And what I ended up doing here, you'll notice, I'm going to work in this top left chart up here. We have a signal in place down here for the day at the 2 o'clock time frame when we got the new lows into the 19 quarters for the FOMC. We got a signal in place up here at 9:45 this morning, and that is when the S&Ps were pushing up to new highs. Got that level of 29.50, just one tick shy of trading. 29.75 is the level we were looking for. And the trade that I took here was a long in the Russell based on this signal down here, which ended up happening at 9:40. So at 9:40 this morning, what I noticed, and this would be a whole lot easier to bring the foregrid over here for you guys. What I noticed at 9:40 this morning was this right here. The Russell came down, got new lows on this bar. We're looking at this 9:40 bar specifically. At that same moment in time, I was in the trade room talking on the mic, and I was like, oh, Russell just made new lows, and then boom, Nasdaq made new highs on the day. I'm like, all right, market's going higher, at least short term here, and went ahead and stepped into the Russell. So I got filled on the Russell, 1506 20s down in here. The low of the day was 1505.2, so 1 point from the low of the day in the Russell. Again, we had a signal in place. We had the Nasdaq pushing to new highs, and that was just right before the S&Ps and the Dow ended up pushing to new highs as well. So just kind of a quick little pop in there on the trade, and then held this all the way up into, I want to say right in through here somewhere maybe, and ended up having 3 contracts on there. Took some off as we kind of rallied up, and then kind of trailed on that last one and just went ahead and took it off. So good for $724.80 on the day there for the Russell. Again, using the MLT divergence indicator, This is the only indicator that I use besides just basic price action and the level-to-level trading that I do. So all in all, can't complain there about the day. Broader picture market here, we can definitely complain because we've been just kind of stuck in this range for quite some time here. And, unfortunately, we're just still kind of stuck in this range. It looks like we're going to break and kind of resolve to the upside here at some point. Basically for the past 2.5 weeks, we've been kind of going sideways here from 29.40s down to 28.40s, which again is a fairly large range. But we would really like to see this break one way or the other and get some trending markets back for the rest of this year. We are kind of getting to the end of the kind of summertime session, if you will. Kids are starting to go back to school. We've got Labor Day coming up. So after that, I do think if we still continue in this kind of sideways range-bound market for right now, I do think kind of after that holiday, things will start to pick back up and we'll eventually find a direction. But for right now, in this current environment, it's one of those times where you have to kind of scale back on size, be a little bit more selective with your trades, and definitely have a lot more patience as things are just taking much longer to complete the targets and things like that. So still able to manage through it using level to level and, of course, the divergence indicator like I just showed you guys. And room members here are still doing well. Sean popped off with $1,007.80 this morning by like 9:46. Jose followed Eric's trade idea. He took one of the actual trade ideas from, that's calculator. He took one of the trade ideas that I had this morning from Nadex, which I'll talk about here with you guys in just a second, and kind of modified it a bit. But I'll pull this over so you guys can see. So Jose followed the trade idea. He opted for another strike, which ended up working out better for him because I didn't get filled on the strike that I was looking for. He took one strike above where I was looking at there. Was able to pull out $500 in profit there on Nadex, and then was able to pull out $331.20 here on the futures market as well. And another number of other members in there as well, able to pull some profits out of these markets. So it's not completely a waste, but it is definitely becoming a little bit boring. So if the market gods are listening, we would appreciate a move one direction or another here so that we can actually get some trending markets. But for the Nadex trades that I was looking at today here, I'll pull this over. You guys can see the trades that I have on right now are both going to end up being losers here. One of them for $18.50, the other one for $29 here. And so 29 plus $18.50. So $47.50 is basically what I'm going to lose here today on Nadex with the positions I have open. Now, the other part of that is I had a position on this morning, which I was able to get filled. That was this position right here. I was trading the touch brackets, the 29.08 to 29.58, and I bought that for $29.20 and was able to sell that out this morning for $29.24. So I was able to lock in $40 in profits on that trade. And again, now I'm going to lose $47.50 here, but I was able to lock in $40 on the other side. So I'm okay with that. And again, these are an order that was canceled. We weren't able to kind of get up to targets here for these trades. And they got, one's got 3 minutes to go here. S&Ps have an hour and 18 minutes to go. If we can get to 29.38, that'd be great. Don't see that happening again today either here. So, what have we been doing in this kind of current times is just scaling back on size a little bit, focusing a little bit more on some Nadex strategies that are a little bit shorter duration, so we can get kind of in and out a little bit quicker there, and then kind of just managing that risk accordingly. So put that out this morning for the trade that I did not get filled on that Jose got filled on was the 29.1930s here for 10 a.m. This is what I was looking for on a pullback to 19 quarters this morning off the opening bell, which, again, when I was writing this up here at 8:30 this morning, we were within like 2 points of that. And then by the time we opened, we were up at 29.2575s. We did finally get that pullback today, but again, the 10 a.m.s here would not have worked for that. And that's what Jose stepped up there. Bought one strike above kind of what it was I was looking for there, and was able to pull out a nice little profit from that. So, Nice trades today here in Nadex. Just unable to get the market to really kind of move for us here for this 29.38s. So walking away with a little bit of a small loss in there. But again, risk reward ratio, I'll take a $10 loss in Nadex, roughly what it is with commissions, and bank $724.80 on a Russell trade over there. I'm completely fine with that each and every day, all day long. I will send Nadex $10 a day in order for that to come true. Now, again, that's obviously not a realistic scenario where each and every day is going to turn out exactly like that. But we want to manage our risk, know when the times are that we should be pressing, and know when the times are that we shouldn't be pressing. So, excuse me. That's what I'm looking at right now here for the S&Ps. Again, I still, like I talked about yesterday with the NASDAQ, I'm still looking for the move to the upside. And the way I'm playing that, like I said, I did pick up a SPY position here, is with some SPY options. And I'll pull this over just so you guys can see. Again, I'm looking for S&Ps to get up to 3,012.50, which is going to put the SPY, the ETF of the S&Ps, the spiders, if you will, if you've heard it called that before, up over the $300 number. So what I did here, I went out 13 days and I stepped into the 295, the 296, the 297, and the 298 calls here. And you can see all my trade prices right here. I put these on today, P&L on the day and P&L open match up there. $84 to the downside today here. Again, different account, different objectives, looking for the swing trade here to the upside. And again, we will see if that ends up working out or not, based on how the market unfolds over the next few weeks here, or at least over the next 13 days. So that's what I'm doing with this market. That's how I'm currently trading them. And again, that's kind of where we're currently sitting at here with these markets. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please give me a thumbs up on this video. Also, if you're new around here, click that subscribe button and turn on the little bell notification so you know when we go live each and every morning. Oh, also, before I forget, if you're in the MLT Discord and you are interested in the Forex alerts that we just dropped in there, that trade was actually a nice little winner today as well. So I meant to give a shout out to Jay for that one. We did end up with a nice Forex winner in there. I believe it was in the Great Britain Pound JPY here. It hit the first two profit targets right down in through here before it ended up coming back and stopping us out break even on the rest of that position. But nice trades coming out of the Forex alert so far. That's 2 for 2 on the week. And pretty much a slow break even start here for some Nadex stuff, but we're getting some decent movement. And again, it's just kind of coming overnight at the moment. But anyways, thank you guys so much for your time. As always, click that subscribe button. The links are in the description below. You guys already know what to do with that. And I will see you guys on the next video. Take care and trade safe.